Good day. Welcome to St. Joseph's. I can't wait to show you around campus. But before we go inside, just so you are aware, this is how the kids get dropped off in the morning for morning carpool. There'll be teachers and senior students out here helping the kids get out of the car in the morning, but this is our morning carpool. Come on in. Hello. All right. So like I shared, the way that we showed you out there is how the kids get dropped off in the morning for daily carpool. It's also where our young kids get picked up in the afternoon. Our day is officially from 8 to 3. However, we are here at 7:30, so students are certainly welcome to come at that time and would get some additional recess time in the morning. At 3 o'clock, a couple of things happen. You can come pick your child up in the front carpool or a back carpool if you have a child in second grade through sixth grade, or they can go to extended care. And extended care is an option for those folks that just need some after school care. It's open from 3 to 6 every day. We're very fortunate because of our relationship with the university that several of our after school workers are actually education majors at the university. So it's certainly a nice option, and it can be a full-time option or kind of as needed. The third option is that there are some after-school activities that we offer, and I'll go into more detail in a little bit about that. Let's check out the cafeteria. So this is our cafeteria. Students grades 1 through 6 come to the cafeteria for lunch. We stagger those lunches, first and second grade, third and fourth, and fifth and sixth. Typically, they'll have a lunch and then they'll have recess either prior to lunch or after. We don't have an operating kitchen per se here at St. Joseph's. We work with a third party called Schoolhouse Fare. Schoolhouse Fare kind of coordinates and networks with different restaurants in the area to bring in a hot lunch on a daily basis. Some of those restaurants that we work with are Chick-fil-A, Shiano's Pizza, Boca Grande Burritos, and Sully's Steamers. All that's handled online. Parents order lunches if they choose, and those get dropped off on the designated days. The nice thing about our cafeteria is that we are able to convert this to theater style seating. And so we do small school gatherings here in the cafeteria. We can sit up to 200. We'll do that for things like talent shows, drama productions, and any smaller school assemblies. Let's go check out the outside and where the kids have recess. This is our playground area. We were very fortunate. Last year, our PTO raised enough money to redo our beautiful turfed soccer field. The kids love it out there. So grades 1 through 6 get full use of the blacktop as well as the soccer fields. Grades 4K and 5K are kind of contained in the smaller playground area for safety reasons, just to keep them in that more confined space. But once they get into first grade, they get full use of this area. As we stand here, you'll notice that we are almost a full city block. We run down Devine, over to Kilbourne, and up Blossom Street. Our campus locks down at 8 o'clock. Everything, exterior gates and doors are locked at 8 o'clock. The only way in and out of campus after 8 o'clock is through that front door, and you have to be buzzed in. All right, let's keep on going. Okay. I like to describe the campus almost like the letter E. We have our main hallway here, and then we have 3 wings that come off the main hallway, 4K and 5K, first and second grade, and then third and fourth grade. Fifth and sixth grade they operate out of the Roland building, which is the newer part of campus, and that operates much more like a middle school environment, where the kids actually switch classes based on their subjects. So the teachers there are specialized in ELA, math, social studies, and math science. Let's go down and check out the Roland building. You'll notice as we walk down, we have great outdoor space. We received a grant last year to do this fun little garden that our 4K and 5K students have really embraced the idea of growing things. We actually have a little winter garden going there right now, so we're certainly putting it to the test right now with these cold temperatures. But no matter when the kids are navigating around campus, they're always covered, which is nice. We get outside as much as possible, just whether it's snack time, reading time, transitioning from classes, we get outside as much as we can. Hello, boys and girls. So we're passing the 4K and 5K classrooms at this time. Our class sizes, we have 2 home rooms per grade level. So from 4K through 6th grade, we have 2 home rooms. Our class sizes range anywhere between 12 and 19 students. So our ratios are excellent. 4K, 5K, 1st grade, all have a full-time assistant and a teacher. So the ratios are wonderful. We have 2 teachers in each of those classrooms. Grades 2 through 6 actually share a assistant. So you'll notice through here is our gymnasium, and that's where the kids actually have PE class. So PE is considered what we call a special or an enrichment. Enrichments are basically PE, art, music, technology, Spanish. So the students have their everyday curriculum, and then they will have an enrichment every day. So today, this particular class has PE. Now, when they're in 5th and 6th grade, PE may be 45 to 50 minutes long. When they're in 4K and 5K, it's more like 30 minutes long. Over here, you'll notice we have the church. So on Fridays, the kids attend an all-school mass here at St. Joseph's. On Fridays, they wear what we call dress uniforms. So Monday through Thursday, the kids will wear a red or white collared shirt, and then blue pants, shorts, or plaid skirts for the girls. On Fridays, we work with the kids on that when you go to church, you have to dress a little bit differently. So they'll wear what we call dress uniform. Girls wear white button-down shirts with a cross tie, and our boys wear a white Oxford with a tie or a bow tie. There is a period of time where the kids transition off campus over to the church where they're not within the confines of the campus. I do have a City of Columbia police officer out there, Officer Uno. He's been with us for years. The kids love him. He stays there to ensure the kids get over to church safely, stays for the entire service, and then he waits till they get back before he goes. So he's been a great asset, and we love having him here. All right, so this is PE. Not only does PE happen here in the gymnasium, but this is also where we do large school gatherings. So we will have events that we have up to 800 guests join us. I'll let you peek your head in there. So we can sit up to 800 folks in there, and we will do that for things like Grandparents' Day, Veterans' Day, our Christmas program. So we get a lot of community support for those type of events. Did want to go back to the uniform topic. We came up with a wonderful, actually our PTO came up with a wonderful solution to repurposing and kind of reusing some of the old uniforms that I would get tons of donations every summer. People would drop off uniforms that they no longer needed. So our PTO put together a little store called St. Joe's Clothes, and a couple of times a year they'll have a sale where they'll sell gently used uniforms to our families, especially nice for those that have kids that are young, that are growing, and that just not to have to pay full price, but still get a nice quality product. The only company authorized to use our logo is Land's End. We have a wonderful relationship with them, and they do all of our logo work for us. So any items that you need, St. Land's End will have those, and they have sales all the time. We chose them as a vendor just because they've been so good to work with and are reasonably priced and put out a good product. All right, let's keep on walking. We're going to walk down to the library, and as we go there, you'll notice additional courtyard space in our first and second grade wing where the kids get outside as much as possible. As we walk, I'll tell you about some of those after school activities I had mentioned, as far as, at 3 o'clock, if the kids want to participate in some of our after school activities, they're certainly welcome to do so. I have different vendors come in that will do things like Lego Club, Programming Club, ballet and dance, ACT, which is action, cheer, and tumble, soccer shots. So lots of different opportunities. None of these after school activities are very long. They're 30 to 45 minutes, very nominal in fees, and everything is kind of worked through the different vendors. I vet them over the summer to ensure that they are compliant with all of our different insurance and Virtus guidelines. And I like to think we put together a really nice, robust opportunity for the kids if they choose. So here we're going to go into the library, but before we do, this is such a nice area here. This is our little amphitheater area here, and our librarian will come out to read to the young kids from time to time in this space. So this is our school library. No students here today, but the kids do get to come to the library once a week. Once they're in first grade, they're allowed to check out books. So our school librarian will work with the kids on the responsibilities of checking a book out, returning it in a timely manner, in the condition it was sent home. So just work with the kids on those responsibilities. Of course, in 4K and 5K, Ms. Schaefer, our school librarian, will read to the kids. Once they get into 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, she works with them on concepts like encyclopedias and dictionaries and looking into how to research different topics that they might be working on in some of their classes. One thing that I didn't show yet was that we do have smartboard technology in all of our classrooms. Smartboard technology is an interactive way for the kids to go up and do classwork on the board, but also for the teacher to share information forward. So we certainly, from a technology standpoint, try to keep up on all of the latest and greatest opportunities. All of our kids are issued a school-issued iPad. The iPads are used a little bit more once the kids get older, but from time to time, there will be some apps that we use for ELA, which is English Language Arts, and math. The software that we use is just really kind of cutting edge and challenges the kids as much as we feel like they need to be challenged. I can assure you we still use a lot of paper and do a lot of pen to paper exercises here at St. Joe's, but the iPads are just a nice tool and resource that we have available if in fact the teacher would like to use those for different subjects. So this is the library. So we'll keep on going. And I'll just let you see down this hallway. This is our 3rd and 4th grade wing. It's also our back carpool area. So our older kids get picked up in the back here. This is our Spanish classroom. So we have students in there today learning Spanish, and that is for all grade levels. Then here we have Miss Leonard, our school counselor, and Miss Leonard wears a lot of different hats, and we're very, very lucky to have her with us. Her first hat is, of course, she is our school counselor. So she is that person here at school that just does an amazing job of making herself available if a student's having a tough day, if they need someone to chat with. Obviously, if there's any concerns, Miss Leonard will communicate with parents. But she's been here with us over 20 years and is just that person the kids know they can go to chat if they're having a tough day. She also handles all of our community service projects. A big part of who we are here at St. Joseph's is giving back to the community in which we serve and live. So we do about six big projects every year. Currently, we're in the midst of doing our Pennies for Change, which is for the Children's Hospital. It's one of the kids' favorites. We really embrace the idea of giving back. We really try for those things to be things that the kids do, and it's not so much, you sending in money or going to Target to buy something, but it's something that the kids learn about the organization, why we've chosen them, what we're going to do. So the kids love it. The third hat that Miss Leonard wears is she handles all of the preparation for school services, church services on Friday. So when it comes to going to Mass, she'll work with a different grade level that's kind of in charge that particular week of saying Mass, meaning they will be the gift bearers, the ushers, the readers, the cantors. So that particular grade will be completely in charge. I think the kids doing that has really equipped a lot of our students and graduates to be great public speakers. After they leave St. Joseph's, we have been told by many that our kids really kind of have a confidence about them. And I think a lot of that is because of what we have them do while they're here in regards to speaking in front of large groups. We will peek our head here again, just to show you. This is our 3rd and 4th grade wings, or our 3rd and 4th grade classrooms. And then this is our back carpool area. So kids grades 2 through 6 get picked up back here, and then siblings, and then some kids with siblings. All right, we'll keep on going. We've got one other key person on our team. Her name is Kelly Walker. Miss Walker is our Director of Student Support Services. Miss Walker basically handles all of our students that might have a plan or a learning plan, what they call IEP, individual plan for a student. So she works with families to make sure that we have the proper resources here at St. Joe's to support a student that might have some learning difficulties or challenges. But also she would work with a student that perhaps is a high flyer and is off the charts. We have the ability to ensure that those students are challenged appropriately in the classroom. And at times those kids do get pulled out to work with teachers more one-on-one or with Miss Walker to ensure that they're getting or being challenged as much as possible. She also manages our MAP testing. MAP testing here at St. Joe's is our version, it's standardized testing. We do it 3 times a year. We do a baseline in the fall, then we do it again in the winter, and then we do it again in the spring. Of course, winter and spring, we're wanting to see growth. If we don't see growth, then Ms. Walker kind of steps in and kind of tries to determine what might be going on. Sometimes she'll have to work with Ms. Leonard. Sometimes maybe it's an emotional, social thing. So together as a team, they try to figure out what's going on, what can we do to support that student. We have 265 students here at St. Joe's, so every student is looked at as an individual. MAP testing starts. We start testing in 5th grade or 5K. However, we're really analyzing the data once they get into 1st grade. 5K, we're just getting them used to taking a standardized test because it is so different than what they would normally have. So we're very, very lucky to have Miss Walker, and she's been a great resource for us. I kind of sum up a tour by letting you know that we have a great PTO here at St. Joe's. I always like to say they are a fun, energetic group of women and men that kind of are here as much as they can be to support us from a parent-teacher organization standpoint. There's opportunities for parents to volunteer, whether it be lunch duty or recess duty. We have parents right now working on one of our big fundraisers, our auction and our 5K race that we put on in the winter. We have events for students and families to come to, for opportunities for families to gather. But we also have events for just adults only. So just that night out for parents to get to know other families here at St. Joseph's. Um, excuse me. So that kind of sums up what we do here at St. Joe's. I always like to conclude a tour with letting you know that we don't have a lot of turnover here at St. Joseph's. A lot of our parents, our teachers here are also parents. So several of our teachers have their kids here. I personally, my kids attended school here 20 years ago. I always like to think that the platform and the base that they received here really has kind of really been part of why they're such great guys, successful young men, because of the foundation they received here. But to go along with the not a lot of turnover here, I think our teachers get here, they're happy, and you can kind of feel that when you're in the classrooms and even walking through the halls. It is a special place, very nurturing, loving environment, just a lot of support from both parents and staff here at St. Joe's. So enrollment has opened up. We are accepting applications right now. Our existing families are re-enrolling through the end of the month. And then we will move on to look at all of our potential new applicants to come in for the 25-26 school year. And we're super excited about welcoming everyone. So that kind of sums it up. Thanks for joining me. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to call the office at 803-254-6736.